Located at the crossroads of Africa and Europe, Tunisia is just about 100 miles from Italy's Sicily across the Mediterranean, holding a strategic position between the two continents. With an area of 63,170 square miles, equivalent to the state of Georgia, Tunisia boasts a rare diversity of landscapes. The north features azure coastlines and fertile land, while the south is dominated by the vast Sahara Desert, creating a striking contrast that is hard to find elsewhere. Tunisia's climate combines the mildness of the Mediterranean with the aridness of the desert, offering rich travel experiences. In summer, temperatures in Tunis hover around 85 degrees Fahrenheit, similar to Los Angeles. However, if you drive a few hours south, you'll reach the Sahara, where daytime temperatures soar above 100 degrees Fahrenheit but can drop to 50 degrees Fahrenheit at night, a temperature swing reminiscent of Nevada or Arizona. The name Tunisia comes from its capital, Tunis, which may derive from the Berber word tines, meaning to rest or to settle. This area has been the center of great civilizations such as the Phoenicians, Romans, Arabs, and Ottomans. With a population of about 12 million, similar to Ohio, Tunisia is 98% Arab but significantly influenced by Berber, Roman, and French cultures. The official language is Arabic, but locals speak Darija, a dialect mixed with French, Berber, Italian, and Spanish, creating a unique linguistic identity unlike any other Arab country. Number 14. Europe's unintentional airport lounge. If Europe is a paradise for millions of refugees, then Tunisia is the busiest airport lounge in the world, where everyone is just waiting for their turn to board and cross the sea to Europe. No one wants to stay long, but not everyone has an immediate ticket to leave. With a location just 90 miles from Italy's Lampedusa, Tunisia has become one of the busiest transit points in North Africa. The port city of Sfax is crowded with people from Libya, Syria, Sudan, and Eritrea, all hoping that just one more boat will take them to the promised land. However, not everyone can afford to board immediately, leaving many stuck for months or even years, with their European dreams slowly turning into a prolonged obsession. But even if they manage to raise enough money, there's no guarantee they will reach Europe. They might end up at the bottom of the Mediterranean Sea. This is one of the most dangerous migration routes in the world, with overcrowded boats and harsh weather making it nearly impossible for vessels to arrive intact. Europe, recognizing Tunisia as a gap, has pumped hundreds of millions of euros into Tunisia to control its borders. In 2023, the EU signed a €1 billion agreement, hoping Tunisia would become a controlled gateway. But the problem is, Tunisia is not Europe's detention center, and Tunisians don't want their country to become a parking lot for stranded dreams.
Number 13. Tunisian women and the 7-day contract. Have you ever seen a Tunisian girl or just glimpsed one on social media? If not, let's learn a little about them. Imagine a beauty as mysterious as a tale from 1001 Nights, sharp like Mediterranean muses, mixed with a hint of wildness from Berber warrior women. That's Tunisian women. While in Saudi Arabia, women must have a guardian when going out and are bound by long abayas, in Tunisia, freedom is what they hold dear. You can easily spot confident girls strutting down the street, sporting bold makeup, tight jeans, or even short skirts, a sight not often seen in many other Arab countries. Only about 1/3 of women, mainly older ones, still wear headscarves, while younger women boldly express their personal style without fear of judgment. But wait, Tunisia is not only famous for the beauty of its women, but also for a special contract that few know about. If you've heard of nikah muta, a temporary marriage concept in Islam, where two parties can agree to marry for a short time ranging from a few days to a few months before it automatically ends, imagine what happens when it's applied in tourism. Number 12. The 7-day marriage, a special tourism experience. Some Tunisian girls have turned this into a unique service where they sign a 7-day marriage contract with tourists, giving them the feeling of being both a husband and a VIP customer, a kind of special experience package. If you find this topic intriguing and want to know more about how these 7-day contracts work, comment with the number 4 below, and we will reveal the interesting or shocking truth about it. Number 11. Underground houses living beneath the sand. While the world races to build skyscrapers, the Berbers in Tunisia have a completely different idea, digging deep into the earth and living there. That's right, some of these houses are over 1,000 years old. Matmata, a small town in southern Tunisia, has a desert climate with daytime temperatures reaching up to 122 degrees Fahrenheit, hot enough to fry an egg right on the ground. To combat this extreme heat, instead of building houses above ground and worrying about high electricity bills, the Berbers dug their homes underground, turning sandstone into natural insulating walls. So, what do these homes look like? Imagine stepping into a giant pit about 20 to 30 feet deep and 30 to 50 feet wide. Around the rim of the pit, rooms are carved into the rock, creating a seamless underground system connected by small corridors that resemble a maze. If these homes look familiar, it's no surprise. Matmata served as the backdrop for the planet Tatooine in Star Wars. This is the home of Luke Skywalker, attracting tourists from all over the world who want to experience what it's like to be a Jedi living underground. Today, some of these homes have been transformed into hotels, where you can sleep among earth and stone walls, wake up to sunlight filtering in from the pit, and enjoy breakfast like a true Berber. Number 10. Men, be careful when visiting Tunisia. On social media platforms and YouTube, vlogs titled "Beware Adult Men When Visiting Tunisia" have piqued the curiosity of thousands. It sounds dramatic, but don't worry, you're not being warned about crime or typical dangers. In reality, what you need to prepare for is the special attention from Tunisian girls. According to a BBC News survey, the rate of harassment of men in Tunisia is higher than that of women. But before you imagine scary scenarios, let me clarify, this is not harassment in the negative sense. Foreign men in Tunisia often receive warm attention from local women, not because they are prey, but because they are the main characters in a story full of curiosity. Imagine you're strolling down the street enjoying an espresso, and suddenly a group of women strikes up a conversation asking you questions as if you were a Hollywood star. Where are you from? What do you think of Tunisia? Have you tried couscous? Are you married? The questions come in rapid succession, making you feel like you've just walked into a job interview. If you have blonde hair, blue eyes, or simply look different, you may find yourself being watched more than you ever experienced on Tinder. Number 9. Women-only cafes. If you think cafes are places everyone can enter, forget that notion. In a small corner of Tunis, amidst the bustling streets, there's a cafe where men can only stand at a distance, peering through the windows with curious or envious eyes. Located in the Tatamin district on the outskirts of Tunis, this cafe is not a place where wives plot to oppress their husbands. Instead, it's a peaceful space where women can relax, chat, work, and simply be themselves. The cafe proudly displays a sign reading, "Women Only," and the windows are covered with curtains featuring Marilyn Monroe, making a stylish statement about the freedom and right to enjoy life that Tunisian women possess. So what makes this cafe special? 1. No judgmental glances. No one judges if a girl sits alone reading a book. 1. No trivial conversations, no self-centered men talking endlessly about themselves. 1. A space for open discussion. Women can talk about anything, from fashion to work, without fear of gossip. Some patrons even say that if they walk into a regular cafe, neighbors might think they are improper. But here, they can relax without worrying about societal expectations. Number 8. People bathe without water. Everyone knows about beach baths, hot springs, or luxury spas, but hot sand baths? That's right. In Tunisia, people don't need water to bathe. Instead, they bury themselves in the scorching sand of the desert, an experience that might raise eyebrows for those hearing about it for the first time. Hot sand bathing is an ancient tradition in Tunisia, especially popular in desert regions like Ksar Galain, where temperatures are hot enough to bake bread in just a few minutes. Instead of stepping into a tub full of water, you'll be buried from the neck down under a layer of scorching sand. Sounds like a form of medieval torture, right? But in reality, this is a health treatment that has existed for centuries. So, why would anyone willingly crawl into this natural steamer? The high temperatures from the sand dilate blood vessels, improve circulation, and relieve joint pain. Just 10 to 15 minutes of soaking in the sand can make you sweat as if you've just run a marathon in 110 degrees Fahrenheit, 43 degrees Celsius heat, without lifting a finger. Some even swear that sunbathing helps detoxify and cure back pain better than spending hundreds of dollars on physical therapy. Number 7. Tunisia's liquid gold. When talking about liquid gold in Tunisia, people aren't referring to precious metals, but to olive oil, one of the most valuable and characteristic products of this North African country. Tunisia is one of the largest olive oil producers in the world, alongside Spain, Italy, and Greece. Interestingly, although not as famous as European brands, many high-quality Tunisian olive oils are actually exported to Italy and Spain, then bottled under European labels and sold at much higher prices. So, what makes Tunisian olive oil special? First, the ideal climate-hot, dry summers and mild winters create perfect conditions for olive trees. Second, ancient trees. Some olive trees in Tunisia are thousands of years old. Third, massive production, with over 70 million olive trees spread across 4.2 million acres, 1.7 million hectares. Tunisia is the second largest olive-growing country in the world, just after Spain. Fourth, exceptional quality. Tunisian olive oil has rich flavor, low acidity, and is packed with antioxidants and healthy fats. Fifth, organic production. Many Tunisian olive oils are certified organic, produced using traditional methods without chemicals or pesticides. Despite its high quality, Tunisian olive oil is often rebranded under European names, making many unaware of its true origin. Number 6. The most beautiful oasis in the desert. Nestled at the foot of the Jebel Elb Mountains, the Chebika Oasis is a green gem in the heart of western Tunisia's desert. It's called the Castle of the Sun because sunlight shines here year-round, creating a stunning natural landscape in the barren land. If you think deserts are just sand and scorching sun, Chebika will completely change your mind. Refreshing streams wind through sandstone cliffs, emerald lakes sparkle among palm groves, creating a mystical atmosphere like something out of a fairy tale. But Chebika is not only about picturesque nature, it also has a rich history spanning thousands of years. Since Roman times, it has been an important military outpost. As the Roman Empire declined, the Berbers settled here, turning Chebika into a safe haven from natural disasters and wars. Today, ancient remnants still exist, evoking images of a bygone golden era. Not only does Chebika have an intriguing history, but it's also a cinematic symbol, featured in several famous movies. Number 5. Coffee culture in Tunisia. Can you imagine a morning without a cup of coffee? For many Tunisians, that's nearly impossible. In this North African country, coffee is not just a drink, it's a part of culture, a social ritual, and even an art form. If the Italians have espresso and the French have café au lait, Tunisia prides itself on its strong Turkish coffee, brewed meticulously in small brass pots. The most popular coffee in Tunisia is Turkish coffee, prepared in small brass pots called zaza. It is simmered over low heat until thick foam and rich aromas waft through the air. This coffee is strong, robust, and typically enjoyed in small cups, similar to espresso but with a richer flavor and slightly thicker consistency. Tunisians like to sip their coffee leisurely, often accompanied by a glass of water and sometimes a sweet candy or a small pastry. But cafes in Tunisia are not just places to enjoy a drink. They are meeting spots where people discuss politics, sports, business, or simply enjoy their leisure time. Particularly, Tunisian men have a habit of sitting in cafes for hours, chatting and watching football matches. Number 4. One of the largest outdoor theaters in the world. If you think the Colosseum in Rome is the only outdoor arena worth visiting, then El Djem in Tunisia is ready to surprise you. Dubbed the largest and best-preserved Roman amphitheater in Africa, El Djem is an architectural masterpiece of the Roman Empire. And, interestingly, it's even larger than the famous Colosseum in Rome. That's right, you heard correctly. With a capacity of up to 35,000 spectators, El Djem resembles an ancient version of a Super Bowl stadium. Imagine, over 1,800 years ago, this place was packed with people eagerly awaiting gladiator battles right in the heart of the desert. Who needs Netflix when the Romans had grand reality shows right here? What's most impressive? Unlike the Colosseum, where time and tourists have significantly worn it down, El Djem remains astonishingly intact. The sturdy walls, the vast seating areas, even the underground system where gladiators awaited their fates, all of it is still there today. El Djem no longer witnesses deadly matches, but it still serves as a grand stage for unforgettable experiences. For those not faint of heart, you can walk through the dark tunnels, imagining yourself as a gladiator preparing to step out before thousands of cheering spectators, stand in the highest seats, and enjoy the breathtaking view of the entire city. Number 3. The biggest and most exciting festival in Tunisia. The Carthage International Festival is undoubtedly the most vibrant and anticipated cultural event, held annually in the summer in the ancient city of Carthage, just near the capital, Tunis. What makes the Carthage International Festival special is its blend of classical and modern art in a stunning setting. The main stage of the festival is located right in the ancient Roman amphitheater, a structure thousands of years old where warriors and gladiators once fought. Today, it has become a venue for world-class concerts, grand plays, ballet performances, and dazzling light shows. Top artists from around the globe, from Europe, Africa, and the Middle East, gather here to present their peak performances. In addition to music and art, the festival is also an opportunity for visitors to explore Tunisia's identity through its cuisine, fashion, and people. During the festival days, traditional markets like souks come alive like never before, filled with stalls selling handicrafts, spices, jewelry, and fabrics rich in Tunisian character. Number 2, Tunisia's national dish. Tunisia offers a variety of delicious dishes, but the most beloved is couscous, which is also the national dish of the country. Lamb is the most common meat, but many people also enjoy chicken and fish. The best couscous in Tunisia is typically served in private homes on Sundays, bringing families together for a traditional and hearty meal. Beyond couscous, Tunisian cuisine is rich with Mediterranean flavors, blending North African, Arab, and French influences. One of the most popular street foods is lablabi, a hot chickpea soup served with crumbled bread, boiled eggs, and spicy seasonings, perfect for chilly days. A must-try dish is brick, a crispy fried pastry with a thin, paper-like crust filled with a mixture of egg, tuna, potatoes, and spices, usually served hot with fresh lemon. Tunisians also love spicy dishes, and nothing illustrates this more than harissa, a fiery chili paste made from red peppers, garlic, and spices present in most dishes. Number 1. Cost of living in Tunisia. The cost of living in Tunisia is significantly lower than in the US and most European countries, making it one of the ideal destinations for those looking to live comfortably on a budget. Rent is the largest expense, but even in the capital, Tunis, a one-bedroom apartment in the city center costs about $200 to $400 per month. If you choose to live in the suburbs or smaller cities like Sousse or Monastir, rental prices can drop to $150 to $300 per month. Food in Tunisia is very affordable, especially fresh produce. A meal at a casual restaurant costs around $3 to $5. A fine dining experience at a high-end restaurant ranges from $20 to $40. Regarding utility costs, an average apartment pays about $50 to $80 per month for electricity, water, heating, and garbage. High-speed internet is quite cheap, around $20 to $30 per month. Public transportation is also extremely economical. Bus or tram tickets cost only 30 to 50 cents. Taxi fares start at about 25 cents per mile. In summary, a single person can live well on about $500 to $800 per month.